1 in 10 people in the street is working for the tourism industry. Tourism cannot be desirable without the local community. If you cannot keep your country secure, how will you make the tourism?
Welcome to The Big Question, the series from Euronews where we speak to some of the most influential people in the world of business. And today is no different. I'm Angela Barnes, and today I'm joined by Bulut Bajaj, the president of the World Tourism Forum Institute. Thank you very much for joining us on the programme.
Thank you very much for hosting me.
Well, first of all, let's just set the scene. Can you talk us through how big the global tourism industry is today and how big a player Europe is in the sector?
Yeah, actually tourism industry is now globally is holding almost 11% of total GDP. And plus of this is almost holding 10% of all job creation. It means that 1 in 10 people in the street is working for the tourism industry. In the Europe, the number is 10.5% contribution getting from the GDP. 10.5%. We cannot describe tourism after these numbers as an industry. So can you imagine that the one sector is blocking almost 11% of total world GDP? So for us, we are describing tourism as a macroeconomic infrastructure.
And is it likely to, do you project it growing or declining?
So it's growing. It's growing. There was a slightly decline on the COVID, but it's growing. I mean, when we look at numbers in globally, even up to the last year, it grew up. Our forecast is almost, it will grow again up to 10%.
In 3-4 years, grow again 10%.
Yeah, exactly.
Is Europe's next phase of tourism growth about new destinations or smarter investments, would you say?
Europe is one of the most tourist-sending destinations. Also, Europe is one of the most tourist-attracting destinations. So now tourism is going to be reflected with AI, all the data, all the informations and everything, and Europe is leading the way. So what Europe does, the others follow after 2030. The most important thing, and the industry have to be focused, it have to be well done in the data management. If you know the data, if you know who is coming to your country, which destinations they visit, during that destination visit, which transfer they use. So we have to align all this data together. And can you imagine that when this data is merged?
Tourism in Europe is in many parts oversaturated. We've seen protests against in many countries about that. What are your thoughts on that? Where do you still see real opportunities for growth?
So of course, opportunities come with some troubles. Some people and citizens doesn't want to over-tourism. The most important and the key thing is here. When the tourist is following a destination, how the authorities are managing it. It's not only for the economic impact, it's also the social and it's also the climate impact. So it's very important that when a destination is going to grow up, for the authorities to manage it with the local community, because tourism cannot be desirable without the local community.
And do you think there is enough investment to strike that balance at the moment? Or?
Of course. I mean, the most important thing what we look is safety. The second one is the connectivity. So these two is 50% is important. If there is a safety but there is no connectivity, it's very hard to get and attract investment. Or vice versa. Albania is a good example. In 3-4 years, it became a touristic destination on the international level. So it means that it's attracting also the investment. The people is around that regions are getting the jobs. SMEs are making the money through the tourists. So the flights are making the money. So everybody is getting the money around the tourism.
And beyond Europe, where could increased investment in tourism be a real game changer?
Me personally, I mean, the Asia and Africa is my personal interest. What we understand that in our trips, tourism not only for creating the jobs, also tourism is assisting for the countries for the restructuring of the country. So without the roads, it means it's civilization. without the logistics, you have the beautiful beaches, but you don't have resorts or you don't have ports. So it means tourism is the Bible to attract more and more investments. When we come to the Africa, I can easily say that Congo DRC, Angola, these two is the leading the way in Africa. Because Angola specifically, they already did their infrastructure. So when the infrastructure is done, as an investor, it's easy to come. But what I see, Congo DRC, is the leadership. They are trying to develop their infrastructure. With this infrastructure, more and more investment will come. So especially when you come to Europe, and from my perspective as a hotel investor, hospitality investor, so I see Belgium also is a good opportunity because there are lots of shortage and lackness in the hospitality in the Belgium. And then Belgium is keeping the biggest, because NATO is here, European Union is here, all the institutions are here. So it means that there are lots of potentials to build it up.
I'm picking up on safety because at the moment government priorities and spending is very much focused on defence, security and technology. When it comes to investment, would you say that the tourism sector is on the back foot at the moment with government priorities?
Yeah, actually, the government and authorities lead the way for the private sector. Of course, priorities are always change. I mean, as you said, now the focus is the defense, focus is the security. Also, this is the part of the tourism, because if you cannot keep your country secure, how you will make the tourism? It's impossible. It's part of the tourism and the first pillar to make the tourism build up.
What other trends do you see shaping the tourism industry in the years to come?
AI will be more integrated in the tourism industry. I mean, it starts with the technologic Internet of Things, first of all, in the tourism industry. But now, where the AI will replace most of the things, thanks to God. Our industry is the human-oriented because the people is going there to get that service. So you cannot give the service feelings with the robots. This space tourism will be very, very, very interesting for everybody. The road is already open and the competition is already started. After 2030, we will speak different things about the space, to creating the hotels in space, to creating the different accommodation services. Something like this will come very soon.
Thank you very much for the conversation. It's been fantastic to get your insights. Thank you for joining us on the show.
Thank you very much.
It's been
Thank
a pleasure.